Part 5, factors that impact biodiversity in aquatic systems. There are different factors that can affect the organisms that live in different aquatic ecosystems, like the water depth, the temperature, the water chemistry, and the salinity. These are all the different characteristics that can affect these water ecosystems. Now the water depth, it talks about here, it gives us a little bit of information about how to determine how the water depth can affect these aquatic ecosystems. The temperature, this description here talks about how the temperature can affect the aquatic ecosystem. The water chemistry, that includes our dissolved oxygen, how much oxygen is dissolved in the water, the nitrogen, potassium, and phosphorus, which are all important nutrients in biodiversity. The last one talks about the salinity, whether it's a high salt content or a low salt content. So this will help you in determining in your chart whether or not there's a low, moderate, high, or variable characteristics of each of these. So on your diagram, if we turn to aquatic ecosystem number 1, the Loxahatchee River, we're going to determine if it has a low, moderate, high, or variable light, depth, temperature, salinity, and dissolved oxygen. So it says Loxahatchee River. Rivers are freshwater in constant motion. So it says freshwater. So we know the salinity level is going to be low because it's not going to be high because there's no salt in there. In constant motion. Constant motion carries materials such as silt and rocks in the riverbed. How much it moves depends on the speed of the river. Now, once again, in this description here, it talks about how when the faster the water flows, the more dissolved oxygen there is available. So here, in this river, we would say the dissolved oxygen, because we know it has a high motion, it's going to have a high dissolved oxygen. So we're going to write high for dissolved oxygen. The Loxahatchee River is popular for kayakers because of slow flowing currents. It becomes brackish at its mouth into the Jupiter Inlet. In some sections, its depth can run deeper than 18 to 20 feet. In other areas, it can be as shallow as 2 to 3 feet. So when it talks about the depth, we can vary from 18 to 20 or 2 to 3. So it could be high or low. So for the depth, we're going to write variable. And the only thing we didn't get here was the light. So in this light picture, we're going to look at this picture here of this aquatic ecosystem, and we're going to look at the clouds and the trees over that body of water. So you can see here, there are quite a bit of trees. There are no clouds, but the trees do not cover the actual river. So we can say that this has a high level of light. So you're going to proceed through the next 4 other ecosystems and read the student exploration sheet and determine what the levels are for each one of those characteristics. Good luck.